are joined now by celebrity chef David Rocco. Good to see you.
Good morning.
Nice to have you back.
How's my favorite morning crew?
Your favorite morning guy.
Well, look,
a
that was under the
shout-out.
influence of alcohol, and
Well,
happens so often
people
to me,
do
I
call
just-
it truth serum, David. Now, I have never heard the word sommelier before.
yes,
Explain it to me.
a guy who or a woman who
Knows
knows
tomatoes?
tomatoes. No, I mean
Nice.
Italians love tomatoes, and the simple tomato is a powerful fruit,
Aphrodisiac.
vegetable, and exactly.
Love apple. They called it the love
Stop
apple.
it, David! I can't look at you.
Big pollute. They call it the love apple in the 16th century. They thought it was loaded with all kinds of hydraulic power.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it came from South America, and it was brought into Italy as, and it's called pomodoro because it was golden in color, and it fit in the palm of your hand, and pomodoro.
And then pomme d'amour.
Pomodoro. Always a love theme with you.
I know, right? Just that kind
Hey,
of.
good morning. Now, I didn't think you were really going to show that.
I told you I was going to
That
show
was-
it. Every time I
private,
see you,
man.
every time I see you,
Oh my goodness.
you're like,
It
I'm
was
watching
great.
it
We loved
home
it.
with the kids.
That was perfect. We loved it. Now, Dave said earlier, he's like, I don't really think of tomato in Christmas. But
Oh my
this is
God.
like, you can do a big old Christmas dinner, then you have to have all those other things around, sort of on standby, right?
Yeah, well, here's the thing about tomatoes. Okay, so I love tomato sauce. I love my tomatoes, but I have my canned tomatoes on standby all the time. Tomato paste, canned tomatoes. It's not my tomato sauce. It's just a can of plum or diced tomatoes, and that's my base for my sauce because in the dead of winter no one is going to use fresh tomatoes because it's lousy. Tomatoes are picked at the peak of season. They're put in a can, and a brand like Hunt's is really easy. You can just have it in your pantry, open it up, and get to go make
Does
it.
anything happen to a tomato in the can?
No, I mean it's picked at the peak of season. It's put in a can, and in January when it's snowing, and you just
Right.
use that, and it's great.
Tell us about some of the dishes you brought.
Okay, well, this is a simple opinion. I call it my 5-minute tomato sauce. Literally, I open up a can of diced tomatoes or plum tomatoes, and I get my daughters that are 5.
Yeah.
And this is a great little kind of cooking exercise you can do with kids. Get them involved in the kitchen. Big bowl. Throw in a can of diced tomatoes or plum tomatoes and let them use their hands and crush up the tomatoes to the texture and consistency you want. And they're there squishing and they're loving it. A little bit of olive oil in a pot, diced onions or garlic or both, however you like it, some chili or not if you're cooking for kids. And then those crushed tomatoes that you use with your hands, throw it in, let it cook for 5 minutes, and you have an amazing tomato sauce like that.
I saw here that you're supposed to finish your noodles in the pasta sauce. I never,
Yes.
ever,
Well,
ever do
yeah,
that.
and that's really important because sometimes your tomato sauce is a bit runny, so you want to actually have all that good starchy love from the penne or from the spaghetti go into the tomato sauce, so all the so the noodle and the sauce kind of clings together.
Toss it together.
Toss it for about a minute.
okay.
So just before the al dente stage.
Don't rinse it.
Oh my God! Don't rinse it. You want that
You
starch.
want the starch.
Where do you think that came from?
Oh, probably by some bad celebrity chef, Food Network star. I don't know. No, I mean, I have no idea.
There's none of those.
I've
It
seen.
reminded me, I know that Martha Stewart, years ago, I've never been a big one, but somehow saw one of her shows, and I remember now that she said that too.
Yeah.
Don't
No.
rinse
And here's the other
starch.
thing. Your pasta water. It's all thick sometimes with that starchy water. Sometimes my sauce might be a little too thick, so I'll take a spoon of that starch and put it in just to loosen it up a bit and toss it. So you want to finish cooking your noodle in the sauce all the time. Yeah.
Okay, that is a good tip.
So here's another fun recipe. So in Italy, this is a lentil soup. And so tradition in Italy is January 1st, they make lentil soup with sausage. It's supposed to bring buona fortuna, good luck through the whole year. And so this is just, canned diced tomatoes, a can of lentils, you rinse it, onions, garlic, and some olive oil, put it all together. And if you want to add sausage and let it cook for 10 minutes and you have an instant soup.
Are you into sweetening up the sauce? Because
No.
sometimes you
No.
don't do it right away. No,
And that's the other myth. People think you need to add like sugar or something like that. Yeah, no.
Basil, is that the key?
Absolutely. Well,
And
you know,
garlic?
if you like it, garlic as well. And you know, having good tomato paste sometimes will give it that beautiful velvety taste. So if you're making a stew, for example, something like that with mixed meats, and you want to add a tablespoon of paste, Hunt's has a good paste. Just throw it
You
in.
don't have to go crazy expensive on the tomatoes and things like
Guys,
that.
this
'cause
is
I know
peasant food. That's the funny thing. I'm a peasant boy. I'm an Italian peasant boy. I mean, this, for example, is
Pretty good for a peasant boy.
Thank you. It's all about Dave, right?
Right,
David, I like to put a shot of anchovy paste in the olive oil
Yeah.
with diced onions
Yeah, for
before
sure.
I throw in the tomatoes.
Yeah.
Because I think that gives it a bit of
Yeah, no,
depth,
for sure,
right?
absolutely, and that's and throw in some olives and you have a puttanesca sauce. Capers, absolutely. So I mean, that's what's really the magic about the simple tomato, and also times are tough. Families are having a hard time, with food costs and all the rest of it. You take a bag of pasta, a box of pasta. You take a can of plum tomatoes, some olive oil, and you're feeding a family of 4 for about $2.
Yes.
And you're eating really healthy. This lentil soup, I bet you is like $3, and a family of 6 is eating.
Right.
Mixed meats, okay. This is another good thing. You're having mixed meats in tomato sauce. You're braising it in tomato sauce.
Right.
And you're cooking it, so all those tough pieces of meat, those leftover that
Yep.
are more expensive and tougher, you cook that for 3-4 hours on a Sunday morning.
Beautiful.
At 1 o'clock, I'm coming over and we're eating this.
David, I have to say this. When I first interviewed you when I got into Toronto for ET Canada, that was like way back in 2005, you said you wanted to be an actor,
Yeah.
but Mama didn't like that.
Yeah.
So you went in, I think you were an accountant at first?
No,
and
I was
then-
in economics. My mom thinks I'm an economist because
Really?
I have an economics degree.
You did pretty well for yourself, though.
Yeah,
You did
you know what?
pretty well.
I think if you really do what you love and the passion in
Yeah.
food is, thank you.
It's
We have to
That's
wrap
sweet.
it up,
Thank
but
you.
just before we do, you can get the recipes from your book,
Yeah,
Made in Italy, and also online.
online.
Okay, where do people go online?
They can go to the Hunt's website or davidrocco.com.
All right, and we'll get that all up on our morningshow.ca as well.